Hey everyone, welcome back to the Different Spectrums podcast. I'm gonna have a soothe. Okay, yep. I'm trying to be smooth, and you just fucking put your fingers up there. Nice. All
I put
right.
it up there, huh?
So before we begin, um, please check out Earth 894's podcast. We did a show with them, 2 hours on grief in the MCU.
Trauma.
Yes, there's some laughs in there, so don't worry, it's not all serious.
It's
Mainly
actually
laughing at him.
it's like 80% laughs actually, yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of grieving in that one. But yeah, so please go check them out, give them a like, give them a follow. And with that, if you haven't listened to our show before, we have conversations around mental health and we dabble in humor. We also try to help people understand, identify, and normalize their emotions from movies and shows, specifically certain scenes. You probably already watched these movies and shows, but we're going to use a different perspective, and one could say you have a noise for him.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, I'm going to introduce our licensed clinical therapist, our co-host, and apparently our donkey for the day.
From Shrek.
Donkey.
We need to do a Shrek scene.
Right? I'm making waffles.
So I'm gonna talk in my sexy voice too.
Mm.
We're gonna talk about mental health. Mm.
Not just
Nest
health, but healths.
helps. Nested Nice coming at you live 105.79 the hot FMZ 92. In a theater near you.
I know Dom fucking loves that shit, and it
She
annoys
does.
the fuck out of me.
I know it does. Well, you're lucky I don't do the in a land far, far away, there was two. One fat, one semi-fat. And they saved the world with the podcast.
Yeah, you just call me semi.
I called you a half chub.
Damn. You're going to fat camp. I'm just trying to get on the fucking elliptical.
Yeah. Let's go. We should do a scene on the heavyweights when they steal all the candy.
Oh, I fucking love that movie. That's
Yeah.
such a good movie. It's on Disney, by the way.
We might need to do that. Every time I think about camp, I'm like, oh, the fat kid's hiding candy.
It's actually a really funny movie.
Get back to this.
So
Introduce yourself.
I'm trying to introduce you. I haven't even said your name, Nazir.
The fat man.
Yeah, the fat man who hides candy bars in his bedpost. It's Nazir.
Is the bedpost a euphemism?
No Gen Zs are going to understand that
No,
reference.
not at all. Okay. Hello, everyone. Right. Much love. Counselor, therapist, 2 states. I help a lot of people. I'm actually not psychotic.
That's up in the air at this point. But
yes.
All right. And I'm your co-host for the show, Spencer. I guess I'm semi-chubby. Fucking piece of shit. I'm never gonna get over that. I'm trying to lose weight, folks. I'm trying to eat right.
We're all losing weight these days.
Trying to. So today we're gonna be taking a look at a scene from the first Suicide Squad.
After this podcast. That was terrible.
Yes, Jesus therapist. What the fuck,
I am so sorry.
What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I did not mean that.
You're an idiot. Jesus Christ. All right, moving on. We're taking a look at the scene where Joker pushes Harley Quinn into the vat. I think her fucking name before that was like Harley Quinzel or some shit like that. I don't remember. And then Joker dives in, and then he kisses her while she's in chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a great scene to describe in any way, but you know what? We're gonna watch it. We're gonna therapize it.
We're gonna
Because
therapize it
why
real
not?
good. Cause I got some stuff for it, and I feel good about it, and it makes me hungry because I'm thinking about me and a bucket of fried chicken. All right, let's get to the scene.
I see. Whoop whoop, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Talking about fried chicken.
Sponsored by KFC and diabetes.
Why won't you stop? Why won't
I
you
gotta
stop?
pee so bad.
Just stop.
Okay.
Jesus.
This is a good. I told you this is gonna be a fun one.
Question. Would you die for me?
Yes.
That's too easy. Would you live for me?
Yes.
Careful. Do not say this oath thoughtlessly. Desire becomes surrender. Surrender becomes power. You want this?
I do.
Say it. Say it. Say it. Pretty, 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 pretty.
Please.
God, you're so good.
Oh, relax. It's me.
You ever been in love?
Nah, never.
Bullshit.
You don't kill as many people as I've killed and still sleep like a kitten if you feel shit like love.
Another textbook sociopath.
Welcome back, everybody. So, for our podcast listeners, I'm going to give a little bit of context to the scene, visual, as they say. So, Harley Quinn and the Joker are on top of a factory, and there are chemicals below. And the Joker is asking her these questions like, "Would you die for me?" No, that's too easy.
I'd die for you, baby.
All right, calm down there.
I'll ride for you, baby.
If you can't see my face on the podcast, it's a face.
It's a music. It's a song.
whatever you want to say, bro. And so she finally jumps at her own will into the vat of chemicals, and then Joker he's walking away, and then he has like a hesitancy, and then he jumps in with her, and then they make out in the chemicals, which is so romantic.
So romantic. Everyone's dream.
But yeah. So a little bit of context. I used to in Arkham Asylum, Harley Quinn was a therapist or a psychologist.
I think she might have been a psychiatrist. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
We'll say psychiatrist. And she's actually treating the Joker, and then she's just become so infatuated with him She wants to know more about him, and then all of a sudden she starts doing these deeds for him, and he's manipulating her into doing whatever he wants. You can see these in the Batman animated series, which we should be watching some of those clips because rest in
Okay.
peace, Kevin Conroy, who was the voice of Batman, who died recently.
Okay.
And then also in the games, Batman Arkham Asylum, which he was also a voice of Batman in those. He was great. Great games, great shows, whatever. But yeah, finally, he gets her to let him out of Arkham. And now she's going like this whole other direction into following the Joker and becoming his boo, as some would say, his boo,
His sweet thing.
his sweet thing. And yeah, and then that's where we are. And then she gets she comes back from her little fantasy that she was having, or her flashback, and she's pointing a gun at what's his name?
Deadshot?
Deadshot. There it is. Yeah. Deadshot, aka Will Smith. So there's a little bit of backstory there. Honestly, it's not my favorite. This is not from the scene, but not my favorite Joker, right? Because he was doing too much, right? He was trying to be like Heath, but not trying to be like Heath. It was weird because he was trying to do like the whole like acting like he was drunk, but not drunk. I don't know.
To me,
Yeah.
he looks like that. What's that guy's he looked like the Joker if he was Post Malone.
Post Malone. He's just about to sing to her. Oh, girl, I like you. I do.
The tattoos and stuff. It just looked and then him just being kind of ghetto and like a gangbanger. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I didn't fuck with that. I didn't like it. But good scene and showing just kind of like the toxicity of the Joker, that manipulation he had on her, right?
Yep.
I think also a bunch of people would point out the Harley Quinn series on HBO Max. Everybody loves that show. I haven't seen it yet, but a lot
I
of
didn't know
people
she has
rave
a
about it.
series.
Yep, it's a cartoon.
Oh, okay, cartoon.
Yep, cartoon. A lot of people like it, so maybe we'll have to check that out too. But yes, it just goes to show, it's like some people just get in such a mental state for a certain person that they'll do anything for them, even jump in a vat of chemicals and pretty much burn all your skin.
Yeah. And then she was getting fucking electrotherapy and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he really messed with her to fry her brain up.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Nazir, want to tell us why you picked this clip?
We're back and we're live. We're ready to talk. We're ready to therapize the demons out of the psychological mindset of the nephrons of the chemicals.
If y'all can't hear my voice on the podcast, I'm breathing very deeply because I'm just sighing.
You're sighing with heat.
And now I'm scrunching my face.
Okay. I enjoy this scene. I actually don't mind him too much as the Joker because I take every iteration with like their own creativity. I just thought it was kind of weird how they made him kind of like for lack of a better word, kind of like a fuckboy, like gangbanger all of a sudden, compared to like this mastermind and like this villainous, chaotic individual. But every Joker I've ever seen has been like super different in their own way, so it is what it is. I like the music that's playing in this part because this is the I Need a Gangster song. And I think it's just very soft, then also very interesting on what she's saying that she needs. I think that let's stick to relationships. I see this a lot in therapy where people are just in the most toxic relationship that there is. So he would obviously be the narcissist, and some would say she's narcissistic too. But you see this narcissist and this other person is getting manipulated. They're both kind of using each other. He needs to possess her and she needs that attention and affirmation, even though it's toxic as hell. but she needs almost like that ownership. So sometimes when we get into these folks that are like borderline personality disorder, and then someone that's narcissistic, antisocial, they'll kind of like a match made in hell, they call it. So like this terrible but awesome power couple. Even if they're not personality disordered, we tend to find people that don't want us, that we want them. Maybe they're sleeping with someone else. We think they're going to change. Maybe they're on drugs, but like addicted to drugs. There's a lot of different toxic things in relationships. Maybe they're not emotionally open or vulnerable, or maybe they just suck at fucking communicating. Maybe they leave you on red all the time. They say that they really like you, but they keep leaving you on red. And they've been playing with you and teasing your emotions for like a year. It's time to move on. So I feel like a lot of my clients are in this situation where they're like, I love you. I will die for you. I will live for you. And that person tells them, well, do this. Okay. Pick me up from here, or give me an extra $50, or, put this in your name. And they'll jump into that vat of goo. I know a different side of it is where we try to push away the toxic traits that we all have, not just relationships. And we'll push it away. Throw it in the vat. I don't need you. And so you walk away as he does, right? He's like suavely walking away with his sexy self. Walking away with his slick back hair. And then he's like, I need it. She just goes full SpongeBob. And then dives into the vat of goo. A funny example is like yesterday, me and Spence were talking, which was December 20th. We were just talking about like different pods that we want to do. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really supposed to be eating and late at night. But not only that, I had this sushi earlier in the day and it gave me like horrible acid reflux. It's 11:30 at night, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and smash this entire crunchy California roll. And then I've had acid reflux now for 24 hours. 11:30 at night. So
you live and you learn.
Live and you learn. Sometimes we just can't get away from the toxic things that pull us in.
Sure.
Could be food, could be drugs, could be alcohol, could be perfectionism and OCD and just going. And you need to take a break. You need to go to sleep. You need to eat right, but you can't do it. It could be over-exercising. It could be an eating disorder where it's unhealthy and you try to push it away, but then you can't just stop itching that fucking scab. And then you itch it too hard. And then it bleeds everywhere. And now there's a scar. You don't want to pick your eyebrows or your hair, but then now you have no eyebrows and they're painted on. There's all these different toxic things that we do. And I think this is a good example where he walks away. And then there's that head twist. And he goes back. Whenever I fight my hunger at night, like I can do it. I'll be laying in bed. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to get some food.
Get an apple. He was like, fuck that.
Yeah. Well, I had that apple that day. Then the next day I tried it and I was like, nope. 2 hours went by and I'm like, I'm even hungry now. I could have ate at 10 o'clock, but now I'm eating at fucking midnight because I had an apple.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Well, that was a different day from the day that you talked about. I tried it 2 days in a row. Shit did not work the second day. There's things that pull us in, right? It could be watching too much TikTok. If you get addicted to our show, that's fine. Keep watching this shit. Fail everything in life.
Yes. Keep on watching. Just keep on replaying. We're okay with that.
Keep on going. Especially the episodes with the poor audio where there's a lot of echoing. That'll really make you mad.
Yeah. Just get angry at us. You know what? If you want to, write in the comments and then share. Share how angry you are at us. Just share.
I like this. Share it.
Thank you.
Piece of shit. Joke. Jesus Christ.
It's like you do it so quickly, I can't stop you. I have to stop you before you talk. Move on.
Yeah. Stop it. It's like Kim's Convenience. Stop. I just know a lot of us deal with a lot of hard things that we can't resist. And that willpower makes us feel like shit because we don't have the willpower supposedly to do it. Or like you're having an anxiety attack. Well, just don't be anxious. Good advice, asshole. I didn't think of that. Uh, it's hard. It's hard. So be kind, be patient, slowly work and progress. For me, I'm eating less and less. I had to go on a medication though, because I'm a big boy. So this medication's helping with the hunger. What's it called? Succenda. The newer version is called Wegovy. It's a strong one.
Sounds like fucking Wakanda berry or some shit.
Yeah. Supposedly it's
Wegovy.
like the magic pill. That one, or magic shot, that one will get you to lose up to like 15% of the body fat. Well, the one I'm on is 5%, which is pretty healthy. So I mean, it's the thing I had to do. I had to do something to change my life because like the numbers were getting way out of whack, and it was the doctor's like, "Nah, it's like this. You need to go in the shop." Okay, so that's helping with some of that toxicity, that pull. I've set some boundaries on moving forward in January. We're going to be going to 3 pods. That'll give me more time, more reels. Now that we got a crap ton of material, we don't need to push as much.
Right.
Because now the material's out there. Now we can be a little bit better. The pods can be a little bit longer. So it'll be 3 a week. So there's ways to set up things after the obsession goes away or to lower the obsession. But we all have it. Toxic things. Spence.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what your obsessions are. I know video games is one.
I guess like doing nothing also. Just, it's like I just don't want to do anything.
So you like
But
you like one of the ADHD kids that just fucking zones out for like the whole day?
yeah, well, it depends. I like usually on my Sundays, I don't have anything going on, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing anything. Maybe I'll watch the Vikings game or something, but yeah. I just don't want to do it, or I just want to play video games. It's bad though because then I just don't do anything all day. I get nothing done. And then I don't know, fucking, I like. That's the thing. It's like, and also that kind of goes with, especially in the winter, I just don't want to do shit.
Yeah, I remember you said it the other day.
Sucks. It sucks.
Yeah. Spencer might have a little bit of that seasonal depression shit. It's not seasonal depression, it's like seasonal energy depletion.
Yeah, I definitely don't have any energy. And I'm like, after work, I'll go to the gym. Nope, never mind. Going home. Look it.
Oh, that's a vibe. I usually don't want to go right after work because I'm so fucking hungry that I think I'm going to like die if I go to the gym.
And I'm like,
oh, yeah, fuck no. I'm not going to the morning. Only psychopaths go in the morning.
sorry to any of our psychopaths who go to the gym in the morning.
That's fine.
We don't need you.
Yeah, we don't like you. I actually really like you. I just never want to be you. You wouldn't want to be me either. Fat as shit and like dying. So,
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
I would also say that like I have an obsession with like buying shit too. I really have to cut down my buying. It's bad. Because I need to save money, especially if I want to get a house in like 2 years. And that's tough. It's tough because I see something, I'm like, ooh, I like that. And then I go ahead and I'm like, well, click, got those shoes. Shouldn't have gotten those. Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck, I did it again.
Why did I buy those? I swear to God, I told myself I wasn't going to do that.
Instant dopamine release. You actually got some money now for the first time. I say you got like close to anything more than a year of going like butt wild on spending. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, man. I think we were all there. We all get that like hood rich shit where we can start just buying shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
But it's so bad, man. I want to be responsible.
I start to quantify things. Like I'm like, will this actually make me happy?
Right.
Like, will this make me happy just for a few moments, few days, few weeks, or will this actually like have longevity? So when I buy these toys, well, I know it's a little bit longevity because I'm gonna be using these different things for the pod. Right. So I got like $200 ready to go on stuffed animals in my Amazon cart. I'm probably gonna pull the trigger for like these fucking 15 different like animals because I know I can use them for the pod. It'll bring me joy. I use them for like my outreaches and stuff. But I know like when I used to buy clothes, they didn't really bring me the much joy long-term wise. Watches, I bought expensive watches before. Technically, I never really valued buying phones, but like now I need the phone for all the social media stuff, so it's justifiable. I got a new laptop, new tablet, like it's things I needed for school, so I did justify it in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
It took me like 3 years to buy the new car. It takes me a while to
Yeah.
buy things. So I'm like, will this actually make me happy?
Right.
I've been putting off buying a new chair for my office. I've been sitting in the same, imagine my big ol' ass sitting in the same chair since 2016. It's so blown out. I need to get a new chair.
Every time you just sit in it, it's just like,
Just like a cloud of fart just comes out.
why?
It's just like, so you just sit down.
Usually they go, yours like,
And I know how it is. You get addicted to buying things. I mean, I got a crap ton of shoes over here that I always used to wear, all the AJ ones. I don't even wear them anymore. I'm like, fuck, man, what did I wasted all that money and now I don't even wear them?
I know. I feel the same way because I'm like, why? I'm in a fucking state where I have to wear boots
All the time.
outside for the most part, and it's like, why am I buying these?
Yep. I've been there, man. I used to buy. You actually wear hats. I used to wear a lot of them, but then they just got so hot. So now I only
Mhm.
wear a couple of these dry fit hats, which are fucking awesome. But I'm like, I spent all this money on hats. It's a live and you learn thing, man. Everyone's got their own toxic thing.
Yeah.
And it's not just in relationships. The reason why this one is so attractive because they're both doing their thing and kissing and it's romantic. And sometimes we get caught up in that lust.
Mhm.
And we're seeing everything with rose-colored glasses, and this is the best person ever. And then you're like, wait a minute, this fucking person's actually not that healthy.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe they're bringing me down, or maybe they're using me, or maybe I'm using them. Relationships can be very complicated, and friendships. Friendships too, they can be very toxic as well.
True.
That's why I like this scene, not just because the two actors, because I think it's a legit. This is a scene of why we started the podcast. The scene is like a legit representation of not being able to hold something, to willpower. It's just like SpongeBob saying, I don't need water. In actuality, motherfucker, you know you need it.
No, you.
You need it. So folks could be thinking, like, what do you do to have like more willpower? That's a tough fucking answer, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Set your boundaries. I mean, it depends on the situation. Like if it's like
True.
with another person, yeah, you have to have open communication. That's key. And I think also you have to leave at some point if it's getting real bad. Like a lot of people have problems leaving, even though it's like you're just it's not going any forward than you think it's just not going forward
The
at all.
devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. So a lot of people get scared to leave.
That's just so bullshit. It's so bullshit, man.
It's reality for some folks, not everyone.
Yeah, of course. And I think that it, and also I will say this, people who don't take time after a breakup to just decompress or just find something that makes you happy, like you're barely a couple months out of a relationship and you're getting back into it.
Pause.
Figure yourself out. Fuck.
Especially if you're
Let's be
going
honest. Oh yeah.
especially if you're doing what's it called, serial monogamy, where you're never alone and you're always with someone. You might need to pause and be with yourself for a while, because now you actually need a partner. It's not that you want a partner.
Yes.
You actually need and want. Continue, Spence.
I just think that we just don't take that time. And it's how can you figure yourself out if you don't have time to actually think about anything else?
To do it.
Yeah. And I understand people get lonely, like you said, but wouldn't you rather me personally, I would rather be lonely trying to figure myself out and see how I can improve a relationship than immediately get back into one,
And just enmesh and become what they want you to become.
Yeah,
because you're so lonely that you
anything.
have to now.
And let's be real, in a relationship, it's a two-way street. There's sometimes there is one person that's really fucking it up, right?
Yep.
There is. But you probably had something to do with it too. So how can you
Enabled.
say you also have to take accountability for yourself in that relationship? What did I do wrong? Did I do something? If I did, how can I not do that for the next relationship? Accountability for both people, because you're just going to keep the toxicity going
Cycle.
in every relationship.
You'll just keep finding another
disgusting.
partner just like it. Yep.
Yeah. How do we
Yep,
learn
yep.
from that? You know?
So I've had a couple of young men recently talk to me about, Nas, I broke up with my partner. I listen, not just my young, I have a bunch of folks. But I broke up with my partner. How long? When is enough enough? Well, a couple of them said 4 months. It's been 4 months. I said, in college years, that's a long time, 4 months. So like you
It is.
need to get back on the saddle. This person.
Yeah.
This other person, it was questions. Said, Nas, how do I know when I'm ready? I said, I don't know. I can't answer that. That's up to you to answer. Obviously, you're feeling a little lonely right now, but the good thing is you're not triggered by anything. And you're not thinking about them and wanting them and needing them. Like you're lonely, but you want a new partner. It's a little different. With some other people, they get so lonely, but it's all flashbacks and like wanting someone else because they're missing that other person. So, no, this person misses the human connection and intimacy. They're not missing the other person. So they are ready to find a new person.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, I just think that it sounds bad, but honestly, sleeping with somebody for the first time after that partner, I would take some time to do that. But
We talked about
that's a long, whatever, how long it takes you to do that. But honestly, you have to do it at some point because that's a way you get over somebody. It is.
Yeah. So that's where I
it.
tell my clients that's how we test it. So let's say you go on a date. Are you having any flashbacks or memories of the past relationships? Is it freaking you out? Are you being triggered? Are you getting sweaty? Are you getting nervous? The first time you hold hands, kiss, cuddle. First time that you have sex, intercourse, whatever the fuck you want to call it, coitus. Oral, penetrative, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Whatever you do.
God, all right.
Are you freaking the fuck out?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable? Are you chill? Are you looking for intimacy or are you looking just for a physical connection? Does the intimacy freak you out or are you cool with that? Or is it the physical stuff that freaks you? There's so many different things that can bring up. Don't think about it in the moment. And just take it in. Because I don't want you to start analyzing shit when you're going on them dates now.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, you think about it and you be like, I'm not ready. Or you'd be like, oh, actually, I think the date was pretty cool and things jived and body parts match body parts. They aligned. That's what I meant to say. Unless you want them to match, because that's fine if they match. All right, land the plane.
Oh.
So yeah, it's complicated. So you do have to put yourself out there for some of my humans that are legit, not necessarily still grieving. It's time to go out there and see what's there. For some of my other humans, they need more time to be alone. They need more time to explore maybe their sexual identity or their personal identity or their philosophies outside of a relationship because they've been in one since maybe they were in high school. They've been in one since they were in middle school. And so now they don't know who they are because they've been with this person the whole time. And so now things go sideways. And now it's like, okay, now it's time to figure out who we are. And so some of my humans, I put a pause.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I want you to talk to another person and date, but we also need to like just talk and not necessarily date.
Right.
We don't need to go right into like another 7-year relationship.
No.
That's not the goal. The goal right now is to find some things. That way you know what you want, why you want it.
Yeah.
Or you know what you don't want, because many of my students are asexual. Many of them are aromantic. And they spend that time figuring that shit out with me. I'm like, so we don't need to jump right back into something super physical. We need to feel, well, that's how I get a companion. Nope, you can find another companion that doesn't want that shit. I work with a lot of humans that are ace. You can find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Spence?
Everybody's going to be different. Everybody has a thing, but it's just, take some time. Just
Take some time.
and once you find something that you connect with, then go in on it. But like me and Dom, like we were taking it slow when we first met. Like we were not like into like we did not get right into a relationship. Because I was like, I don't want to get in a relationship right now because I want
Yep.
to make sure you're the person I want to be with and shit. Because I take that very seriously. If I make you my girlfriend, then that means this is very serious and we are, like I chose you for a reason. I don't just be like, you my girlfriend. Here we go. Next week, girlfriend. No. And I think that's very important to, take time and because one of Dom's friends, like she gets into like relationships like very soon after another relationship ends, and I'm like, how the fuck are you? Why? And then Dom even is just like, I've told her, I don't get it.
Some people think that they need that. Some people think that's the only way to be whole.
Yeah.
I think another thing is there's a gender expectation. It's a little different too. With some of our women, well, as I'm working with graduate students, they're getting kind of nervous now because they're getting up there and they're like, nah, if I don't have meet this person and have these babies now, it's going to be a geriatric pregnancy. And then what? And so they get a little bit worried about that. There's a little bit more pressures now. So I'll find some of my women that are settling with maybe some humans that aren't really that awesome for them.
Right.
But it's because they're so scared. And some of these aren't just hetero relationships. Some of these are just other relationships that they're going to have children, but right through science. But I'm like this. Like, I know you're not excited about this engagement.
Yes. Why?
Or I've worked with so many people. I'm like, blink if you don't want to get married, and they'll do the Wednesday to me, and I'm like, motherfucker, I know you want to blink.
I know your eyes dry as fuck right now.
Yeah. But I can't push people and tell them like, obviously you don't want to do this because this person's not good for you mentally. They fuck with your anxiety.
Right.
But they're like, no, this is the person I love. And I'm like, they'll change. I'm like,
they never fucking change.
No.
They never change.
No. You're going to just keep having the same arguments over and over.
And that's one of the, like, next relationship, it just got so bad and we were just having the same fucking arguments over and over again. And finally we were just like, let's just call it fucking quits. Let's just do that. She did cheat on me, but hey, you know what? I said, not again. Not again. You won't hurt me again.
Yeah. After you screwed my father, it's not going to happen again.
Jesus Christ.
I'm completely joking.
I'm just like, Dad, up top.
Yeah. She good, wasn't she? Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, people.
That's funny. But yeah. And honestly, I like that about I'm not fucking, I'm patting myself on the back, but that's what I like about myself. I can just cut that shit off real quick because I know at the end of the day, arguing for years and then it finally ends. I'm glad, we ended it there and we didn't just keep on being unhappy until we got married or some shit.
No.
Or she had a kid and it'd be fucking toxic and terrible. Fuck
that wouldn't be good.
No. And that's why I just think people just, take a break, maybe even do couples therapy. But I don't know. I want to know, like, what are your thoughts on like couples therapy and shit like that? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
So if they're going to couples therapy, bro, trust me, we're further down the river than you think. Couples therapy, wonderful thing. I've done it. It usually means that something's broken and it's probably not going to be fixed, even though most of my couples do try to stick it out, but it's usually pretty far gone. I'm just being truthful. If you're already getting a couple, unless you get to it early and we start to work on some communication things or intimacy things, physical or mental, emotional, but if you're waiting like years and years, like I got some adults I'm working with, they've been married for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
and they've hated each other for like 7. I'm like, couples therapy is not going to do any good right now. Like, only reason why you're married is because you're waiting for your kids to graduate. Like that couples, I'm not gonna. Yeah. So couples therapy, wonderful thing. I've done it. Haven't had the most success with it. It's so complicated to like not be biased for either one of them, but like you're always like, this other person's kind of trash.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's tough because you get one side of a story and you're like, man, they're a piece of shit, but then you don't get the other side of the story too. You don't know. Maybe the other person's shit too.
Yeah. Well, that's if I'm doing individual. If I'm doing couples, I'm usually getting both of the stories and I'm reading the
Right.
person. And you can
Mhm.
usually tell when one of them is not holding their end of the bargain.
Ah,
A lot of
I
the
see.
times is they've got their own mental health stuff. And so we got to work on that and fix that. And then when they get back to normalcy, then maybe the relationship will fix. But
Right.
there's already so much damage sometimes, man.
Yeah.
And then
Too
you add
much hurt.
kids into it.
Oh yeah.
It gets
Yeah.
complicated. Um,
Yeah. True.
Toxic. There's things that can be toxic. Know your
Yes.
boundaries. Talk to individuals, listen, don't get super offended when people give you advice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when you're doing like things like we talked about, OCD things, shame, guilt things, anxiety things, overeating, excessive working out, whatever it is, just be kind with yourself. I know it's a son of a gun. Be
Yeah.
kind, be patient, slowly work on it. So after this, I'm hungry. I already took a nap, so I'm gonna definitely eat something, but it'll be a smaller meal. Small, like I said, it's a fruit. I just bought a whole thing of apples.
Why don't you get some like yogurt or something?
I got some yogurt, but I
There you
bought.
go.
They only had vanilla, and it tastes like ass.
Can't you just put some like granola and then some fruit in there?
I could. I
Okay.
just bought some new apples, so yeah. So I'll go do that after this. Also, since I don't talk about relationships much in here on this pod, because I haven't been in one in a while, I've done some
Mhm.
talking, but not much talking at all, really. Not since the pandemic started, because I've been too scared about things, and then now I'm
Mhm.
just so busy.
Right.
So why do I bring this up? I think some of my homegirls, my profession is mostly women as counselors. So some of my homegirls will try to set me up, or I'll be working on campus and some of the professors or staff will try to set me up. And it's the funniest thing. Like they're actually good looking women too, and it's that they try to set
It's
me
not
up
all
with.
about their looks, Nas. It's character.
They just get so mad at me when I say no because they're like, "What's wrong with them?" I'm like, "There's nothing wrong with them. Like I'm legitimately busy."
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, that's just because you don't like them and you're just being like superficial." I'm like, I barely have any time to sleep right now.
Yeah.
And I actually, do you want me just to hook up with them? Is that what you want? Because I don't have any time for intimacy, and I'm not just a
Yeah.
hookup kind of cat.
No.
So if I don't want to betray myself and also hurt someone else,
Mm-hmm.
then I need to wait until I'm done with this doctorate degree. And let's be honest, if I counsel people all day and then I counsel a few people at nighttime at BetterHelp, the last thing I want to fucking do is talk to someone. Yeah, I don't even really talk to you, my best friends, you and Colin, much. We
Mm-hmm.
exchange some memes and gifs and a few things. I'll say some delusional texts that you have to decipher. But I mean, that's about it until the weekend.
See, that's my thing, right? It's like me being one of your friends, your homies. It's just like I don't even Colin. I don't think he's ever pushed anybody on you because it's like this motherfucker's doing his thing. I can't.
It's
I'm
too
not
much
gonna
right now.
stop that. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to add on something that's like a relationship that's going to stop him from doing what he has to do. That's why
That
I've never.
relationships take time.
Yeah, and that's why I've never like really posed anything. I've never even like really made fun of you on that part of being like, "Psh, man, you don't get no pussy." Like, no, I don't need to do that
Other people
because
do that, and I'm just like, okay,
yeah, but that's the thing. Like, once you see a motherfucker working, you don't need that shit honestly because you're doing your thing.
yep.
And it's dumb, especially those people who fucking push people on you. It's like, come on, bro, let him do his thing.
Yep.
leave them alone.
And some of them do it because like I'm an
Leave 'em
awesome
alone.
human and they think that this is an awesome human. They want to see me happy. And I've already explicitly said like I don't have time. And then my ass, like I get intrigued because it's like a new mind to play with.
Yeah.
That sounds like terrible, but whatever. And then I'm like, oh, send me a picture. And I'm like, I don't even know why I just asked for a picture. Like, I don't have any time to deal with this. And then it makes me look even worse. And I'm like, God, I just fucked this all up. Because now they think that I'm not attracted to the person. I will admit the one they tried to push on me.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, man, I ain't got time for that. Like, I honestly don't. And then I end up seeing them in person, like at a function on campus. I'm like, this person's hot as shit.
You're like, God damn.
I'm like, should I text my coworker and be like, so baby girl, what baby girl number?
I made a mistake.
It turns out I've got a lot of free time.
You know what? I just opened up my books and I have a few hours.
So after that edit and that splice of me being inappropriate. So yeah, it is what it is, man. I told people, a bunch of my other friends, I'll be ready to date and getting to that pool as soon as I finish the doctor. So after me and you go on a couple of vacation trips, then I'll start looking.
Yeah.
And then hopefully my toxic behaviors with eating.
Though?
What's up?
Where you gonna be looking? Michigan? Indiana?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna hop on the apps and I'll go to a pub or something.
So,
maybe I'll go to a cult.
You swing parties here and there, you know.
Yeah.
Just hey, how's it going? Swinging the thing.
Animal shelter.
Nope, there goes Pikachu. I think that so I have a question then. Do you do any type of self-sabotage? Because I was there for one that was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah. So I probably did some self-sabotage there in one partner. And now I just not talking to really anyone, but like that was probably a toxic moment as well.
I love it. I love it every time. I was just chilling, eating my burrito.
So I might have taken Spencer on a date with me. But technically we were going to like a fair, so it was.
And to be fair, I didn't know this was a date. I thought they were just hanging out. I thought that I was just just chilling with my friend and like a chick he knew. Nope, it was on a fucking like second date. And there's a food truck. It was so fucking awkward. When I tell you, it was so fucking awkward.
It was bad.
I was trying to talk to her and she had no desire to talk to me.
She was probably pissed.
Oh, she was really pissed. I was like, hey, I'm Spencer. How's it going? Yeah. I hate small talk. So I was trying to do small talk because it was so awkward. And she did not like that at all. And then it was like a bar hopping event. And they had different bands and bars. And yeah, me and Nas, we found this one tent that were playing some like old funky music. It was great. It played some great music. We were vibing. She went in and just grabbed a beer and was not vibing at all when we were.
She probably thought I was gay.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you look back on it, yeah, that looks pretty gay.
But hey, you know what? We had a good time.
Man, we had a great time. Other than her being there. Yeah, I think. And when did you know you were gay? Well, it was year 2017 of our Lord Jesus Christ.
I was shirtless, dancing with my friend in the rain.
Jesus. Yeah, Elton John was playing.
Hey, you know what? Rocket Man. That's why I knew.
Yep, I knew it. Oh my God. Yeah, so I mean it's a thing. All right, we've all got our faults.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I self-sabotage all the time. Every time. Oh, when I was on dating apps, they would unfollow me so quickly. So I'd be like, hey, and my personality came out when I'm trying not to.
Yep.
And they're like, ooh.
No, oh God. You. The worst was when I would get a match and then they realized they matched with me and then they would unmatch me and I'm like instant fat shamed.
You Whatever. But
I've done it too, so whatever. I'm like,
I
oh
remember one.
God.
I remember one time I called a girl a midget. She did not like that. She was not a midget. She was not a midget. She was short. She was like, I'm 5'3". And I was like, damn, you a midget. And
Oh
she was
God.
like,
Small joke. I get it. Yep.
she was just like, you must be a Trump supporter or something. I was like,
No, I'm just socially awkward, and I thought making fun of you was. I thought negging you was a good thing.
I thought calling you a midget was a fun thing, but I guess not. So
No. Yep. So
that
we
was
might need
funny.
to. I can therapize that out of you. I just need a belt.
It didn't work with my father. It's not going to work with you, big man.
Oh, okay.
Do it again.
Yeah. Oh. Um.
All right.
It's a fun pod today. We had a lot of talk about toxicity, but also relationships.
Yes.
It's just a good scene, man, because a lot of people are going to be in that same boat.
Yes.
Same boat.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else?
Nah, let's wrap it up. Then just pray to God I remember all the edits.
You're not.
Nope.
I just said midget like 8 times.
Oh, I might leave it in there.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care. No, not gonna go there. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. This was a show on Suicide Squad, but it turned into something else. So
Yeah. Well,
what
our
can we
pods
say?
are like turning into legit podcasts now instead of just like movie edits. Yeah.
I know it's fun. We're actually going to be probably putting clips of ourselves on the Instagram. That's going to be weird.
Yep.
Just that on the reels, we don't need those fucking movies. We got our
Yeah.
own fans.
Yeah. I'll
All
just
right.
put clips of the girls that we dated that rejected us or we rejected them. I'm sure that'll go well.
Hey, I got some dimes. All right.
No, I'm just talking about getting sued.
Sure. That will eventually happen.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you for watching, everybody. Remember to hit those buttons down below, those like, the subscribe, the follow, the donate,
Share,
all
donate,
of it.
subscribe.
All of it. Please. You know what? We'd really appreciate it if you did. So
Tenderize those buttons. Tenderize them.
Yep. And with that, this has been the Different Spectrums podcast. Thanks for watching and listening.
Thanks for watching and listening to the Sexual Healings and Szechuan Chicken. He muted his screen. All right, bye everyone. Much love. Take care. Peace.